Welcome back to Here Rise the Prodigy. I am your host, Lonely Man Studios. We're finishing off this game today with the final chapter, Chapter 21, Sitting in the Morning Sun. So here's the one last time. We're going to look at my stats. I'm at a legend of 44, which I know is probably not the best I could get, but everything's going pretty well. I'm now a member of, I have a family of 96, which is the highest I've seen the entire game. So that's beautiful. It was always at like 80, and it kind of rocked in between. So that's nice. I think. I don't think it's ever been 100. So I am now part of the millennial group. We have that going for us. I still need to make things. I need to make amends with Black Magic, and I need to talk to her. Though I don't think my legend level is going to go any higher, unfortunately. And I know that there is an achievement within the guides, because I did take a look at that because I was curious, because I kept unlocking some random stuff here in those last chapters that you saw on the side, if it did come up on the recording. And I was kind of curious, like, so what's a perfect hero legend? I don't know. I don't want to look at it because I don't like spoiling games for myself. I want to figure them out when I go through. So I don't know what that is. I'm probably gonna look at maybe someone else's when I'm done with this and see if they got it, or maybe look at some other people just to figure out what it is, what kind of the ending it is. Because I know this story could go a few ways. I do know that. I know you could be like, I'm going to be freaking badass and become a villain. Or you could be like, I'm going to be a good guy. And I guess I went the good guy route. And that made me feel happy. I have good morals, apparently, in this game. So, hey, I'll take it when I can get it. Because, bleh. So, anyways, I've spent like almost 2 minutes talking about that. Let's get to reading, shall we? Once showered and changed, you sneak up to the roof. You've got to be moving out soon. Jenny found a temporary safe house for you and Grandma to stay in until you find a more permanent place to settle. I have MGHQ. Okay. Before you go there, you need a moment alone to clear your head. And nothing helps you do that like taking to the MC skyline, which is currently set against the rising sun. How are you feeling after everything that has happened over the past few weeks? It's been a rocky road, but I'm farther along than when I started at the very least. I've had some ups and downs. Herring is rather bittersweet, despite what Prodigy. This early development is a good sign that I'll just keep rising. And all that matters is easy to forget why I even came here in the first place. Nothing is like you expected it to be. You think back to your naive self just a few short weeks ago, and I can barely recognize that person. It seems that entering the real world has only meant having to accept harsh realities and realizing that hope isn't always enough. After all that has happened, it would be so easy not to trust people, to expect things not to work out for you, but more often than not, they just don't. But you're starting to understand that it takes a very strong person to be able to hold on to hope and still expect great things, even when there's no reason to. You've come a long way, but you know you still got miles left to go to end up where you want to be. It may take a lot of hard work and patience, but you're never going to stop. One thing's for sure, though. You definitely arrived in Millennial City. By the time the sun finishes rising, everyone in the city is going to know your name. But how the public receives you will be entirely based on your legend level. Jew, you think, feeling much better now that you've reconnected with your Emmy chip? Check my legend level and my status on the legend report, please. The familiar image of Emmy Chip Jew appears in your mind, this time wearing a naughty nun outfit. You got it, honey child, she says with a lipstick coated smile. Though I got to confess, I miss you like crazy pants while I was gone. Just good. I miss you too, Jew. Beams at you before fading into your legend level, which was landed at 44. You start to read your legend report. Your legend has reached a level that is average. You could have ended with the level as high as 70, or conversely in the negatives. As a result, your reputation is split. Half of Millennial City's heroic community seems to think you're a great hero, while the other half thinks you're a total hack. As someone who prides their heroic persona on upholding justice, it's a bit difficult that people aren't in agreement about you always doing the right thing. You wish everyone could see your commitment to justice, but you have to settle for what you have for now. Okay, so it could be 70 or higher. That answers the earlier question. Perhaps if your choices had resulted in a higher legend level, things might have worked out a bit better. Given how your legend level and perception of MCF turned out, how do you feel about your place in the heroic world? I feel pretty good, actually. You've done all you could in Rise and that's high in a very short time. What more could you ask for? Your enemy chip buzzes and you expect a call from Jenny telling you to come back downstairs, but when you see it's Black Magic calling instead, your stomach does a somersault. Seeing her call and such a relief, she really came through for you when you needed it the most, so you answer right away. Are you alright? Black Magic says, appearing in front of you. You immediately feel warm at the sight of her. I will be. Well, I'm here for you if you need anything, Black Magic. I know you probably don't have much time right now, but I just need a call. I need to ask you. Black Magic pausing even with her brow furrowed the way she still looks more gorgeous than you could stand. Will you ever be okay with my secret? With who I really am? You stare at Black Magic, considering your answer very carefully. I am fine with it. I really am. I am totally fine with it. I understand why. I'm so happy to hear that, Black Magic says, practically glowing. I may have to lie low for a little bit, but we'll figure it out, you say. And now that I'm on the Millennial Group Reserve, I might even be moving into the MG. I'd really like that, Black Magic replies. We'll talk soon, you say, making just to see Black Magic smile. You really want to give this a shot if you can, see if things with Black Magic are as special as you think they could be. And it looks like you'll have that chance too. Did it go up? It went up to 90. Yeah. You turn to walk back downstairs because it's time to move on. Prodigy has been taken down. The supply circle is dismantled. You settled things with Black Magic and the little group. You were named MC's Hot one way or another. You've made some money and you saved countless lives. You're ready to move on and face whatever comes next with Jenny and Grandma by your side. Even after everything that has happened, you feel a spark of excitement thinking about what the future holds for you. Because no matter what, you call yourself a powered hero, and no one can take that away from you. The epilogue. The letter 5. You open the staircase door when you hear someone say your name. You turn and find Mayor Victon standing across the room, his folded arms crinkling in an expansive suit. Just thought it was my duty as mayor to check in on Millennial Cities, the fastest rising hero, he says, or fastest falling, depending on your perspective. And what do you want? I want to tell you something, he says, losing the smile. As Mayor Victon walks towards you, the breeze carries a whiff of his sharp cologne, and you have to force yourself not to gag. Oh, Jerry sends his best, by the way, Mayor Victon says, holding a hollow card. You look down, and of course the card is a shirtless headshot of Jerry. You shake your head and flip the hollow card over, reading, looking forward to being your teammate, cutie. I'm going to make sure it's the experience you truly deserve. Clenching your jaw, you drop the hollow card and let it sweep into the pile of dirt. Ah, not in a chipper mood, are we? Mayor Victon starts. Well, that's alright. I just came here to say one thing. What Prodigy did to you was terrible. No one should have to go through what you did. You hear Mayor Victon, all you can think is, what's his angle? What is his angle? Indeed, I've been tracking Prodigy since Miss Artillery's death. She had quite troubled childhood. She spent her entire life fending for herself without anyone who cared about her. Despite the fortune she eventually inherited, I believe she ended up living in a sewer drain for some time, then in an abandoned asylum, which explains her lack of documentation and a rather unique disposition. Anyway, all that's rather irrelevant. You can't help but feel the slightest bit of pity for Prodigy. Is that what would have happened to you if you didn't have Grandma? What is relevant, however, is the fact that I've known of Prodigy's existence for quite some time now. I suppose I could have had committed or arrested at any time, but I just wanted you to know that I chose not to. Mayor Victon smiles at you once again, a cruel, lifeless smile. You see, little Habibi, I may not be able to attack you openly, not in the pesky last name of yours, but there are more ways than one to skin a cat. You stare at Mayor Victon, balling up your fists. He knew about all this and nothing to stop or attack her. Mayor Victon is taking credit for something he didn't do just to intimidate me. Saying is true, he would have found. Oop, that was not bad. Huh. I'm going to throw that back at his face. Could he really be that soulless? Whatever the case may be, it appears you were right to assume you're at war with the Victons. A word to the wise, I'm going to become president someday, Habibi, Mayor Victon says in a low voice, and I will crush anyone who stands in my way. Just ask your parents. At this, you turn back to Mayor Victon. You're not even going to dignify his presence with a response. We'll see about that, you whisper to yourself. And as you walk away, all you can think is, isn't the only event I have to take down. It seems I'll do everything in my power to make sure Mayor Victon life goes up in flames. Is there more to my parents' downfall than I have been told? isn't the only villain. But that's a task for another day, because more than anything, the last visit with the victim has made you feel one thing with absolute certainty. So you walk back downstairs into Jenny's apartment, flooded with determination. Oh, that went down to 3%. I love it. Wait. Okay, good. We need to get going, Jenny says as you enter. I know, but I need to do something first, you say right now. Without waiting for Jenny's response, you walk into her bedroom and say to Emmy Chip Ju, draft, document, and record. Ju complies, appearing to jot down your words on a sheet of hollow paper. Before you start, you glance down at your finger, the one that used to hold the silvered ring, until Prodigy destroyed it. The ring may be gone, but burned there into your skin are the words, never let you go. The lyrics wrap around your finger, branded in place like a tattoo, forever imprinted upon you. And staring at these words, you finally found the courage to speak. Dear Mom and Dad, you say the words and immediately feel a weight lift from your shoulders. I miss you. You hear someone at the door and turn to find Grandma standing there, her eyes brimming. But she doesn't say anything. She simply nods at you and turns to go, leaving you to the task at hand. And as you begin to write the long overdue letter to your parents, you are filled once again with a sense of purpose, for you are reminded of what makes you a hero. Hey! Is this what I did? What is this? Let me look at this real quick. Automatic start increase. Avoid decrease. I did that actually. I did purchase power upgrades. So that was interesting. Automatic mission reward. When speaking with Jenny, choose to go over materials and choose a fighting tip. Did I choose the fighting tip or did I choose the power tip? I don't know. I don't remember. I did talk, I believe, to Officer Sanders during that one. Choose wisely. Crap! I actually screwed that one up. I was in contact. I could have made a plus on that one. Okay, so that would put me at 46. Rewards for ideals and decisions. Have a solo or stat greater than 60 or a team player stat less than 40 when choosing how to interact with millennial group. I did well there then. Okay. Because I was hella team player. I was like, I'm going to go in with them. Okay. Automatic millennial group boost. Better than 40. Did I do that? I don't know. Do not die. Make sure to help the power boost levels above 0. I did that. Automatic press boost. Okay. I failed at that one. Choose to think that Prodigy has it out for you. Tell Grandma you really don't trust your sidekick at all. God damn it. I messed up on all that. Choose. No, I did good when I chose my sidekick then, because I got +5 because I had a hell of a justice stat, if I recall. Alright? Yeah, I have a hell of justice stat. Where was I? Right there. When making the phone call, be sure to choose your contact. Have a positive. Yeah, I did in that one. Call no one. Choose to fight close range. Have a lawless stat greater than 85 or a lawful stat less than 15 when choosing to kill or spare. Lawful? Oh, I had a lot of lawful. Okay. Okay. If you have an above average hero legend, it won't cause any fringe deaths. In Heroes Rise, you are rewarded for sticking to your ideals. If looking for a high legend, be sure to remain consistent once you decide on either lawless, solo. I did that. The end. Please save your game below. You'll see where you left off in the next episode. Type a name for your save game. YouTube recordings. Thank you for playing. The sequel is available now. Alrighty. Well, I hope you all enjoyed, and have a good one. See ya.